stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Chargers at 10-4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote yet just because I won't wait till the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Charger drive about to get going. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, But he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Allen. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Chargers 7, Chiefs 3. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert on 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Swift will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone. Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them would be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Chiefs 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the point.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Dancing to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw again on second down. Herbert buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do.
Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A gain of 47 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a give right side Swift. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Here's Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen,
touchdown! Josh Palmer with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chiefs 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
they lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Swift going to try up the middle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert going to try and run. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
12 more yards. That's the Chargers.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offense.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And they will take a knee here.
So much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, these young guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe, so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract what you put in, you get.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the